Good morning. Um, it's about what freaking time is it? Almost 10 o'clock. It's a Saturday morning. It's February 9th. Now, apparently here in Washington, it gets nice and chilly uh, around the same time every year. February is typically the worst month for that. Now, let me tell you a little bit about last night, but we're going to start with the backdrop of yesterday. Um, and I had said this last night. Now, what happened? So I go to Arkansas last weekend. I get back to Washington on Sunday night slash Monday morning. It was like 1 in the morning when I got back to my van anyway. About midnight when plane land. Let me see. Fix this. Turn this up a little bit. All right. So this thing on. All right. So the situation here. Can't hear? How's the audio, folks? Do I need to go get the headphones? Are we good? Are we 5 for 5? Loud and clear. Carlos says it's good. Carlos is my tech guy. He says it's good. I'm gonna go with that. So, okay. Maybe I should turn the van off because another situation that's going on currently is for some reason or another, and you can all leave comments in the chat as leave comments in the comment section when the video is uploaded as far as what this might be. But for some reason or another, lately, the van has been on and off as far as the heat working during these chilly months out here. So there's that. So I'm sitting here trying to warm up the van, and the vents aren't working anyway. There's no heat coming out of this thing. So what's the point in running the van while I'm doing this chat? So that was just more sound in the background. So anyway, it was snowing when I got back Monday morning. All right, and we ended up going into work a couple hours later. I mean, it's just all bad. Totally threw off my schedule at the gym. I'm trying to start on this 12-week program. I got a workout partner and all that, and you know, um, I was late getting there on Monday. Planet Fitness was closed on Tuesday due to the weather, and I mean, it just threw my whole schedule off. This weather. Got off work early yesterday, before the live stream. Got off work real early yesterday because it started snowing around 1 o'clock. Actually, around lunchtime, something like that. And it's been forecast that it's going to be snowing at least 2 days next week. Again, on top of what's going on already. So there was Monday, it snowed, started snowing yesterday, and snowed pretty much until the middle of last night. So while in the backdrop of last night's live stream, it's in the back of my mind while I'm plugged in over at my storage unit running the heater. I'm like, okay, so after I get off of this stream, I'm just gonna have to hang out here and try to figure out what's the next move, you know, because it was snowing the whole time, and it would just a little bit, little small flakes, and then boom, a lot bigger for a little while. So what happens on this stream? I'm trying to figure out whether or not I'm gonna set the thing up. Am I gonna cancel? Am I gonna cancel? Do I even want to cancel this thing? Do I even want to do a live stream tonight? Cause it's like a blizzard out here, and I probably need to get a room. So I'm sitting here looking at rooms and all that, and the places around here. Looks like everybody jacked the price up because they knew people were gonna be looking for a room. So I was like, I will not be extorted. So I decided, I was like, no, I'm not getting a room. Forget you. I'm gonna just do what I do all the time. You know, chill out at the storage unit. Stay plugged in over there for a little bit, and then um, go ahead. Hold up, move. Yeah, and we'll talk about that a little bit too. Anyway, and continue on with the hot water bottle like I do. Because the thing is, it's like if you have a hot water bottle and a sleeping bag and a blanket, you can pretty much stay warm. I stay warm over like through the night without a problem. Getting up in the morning kind of sucks because like as soon as I raise my head out, you can see my breath and all that. If it's cold enough in here, and it's kind of chilly. But I mean, I wasn't about to go get a room. I didn't want to spend like $300 on having a room for like 2 nights. I was like, nah, it's all good. So what happened? I decided to go ahead and do a live stream. Send a chat out to Vegan like I always do. I'm getting the thing set up, and I guess he was working late or some whatever situation was where he was still on the road. He wasn't at home. He didn't hop on the stream at the exact same time. At the time that we normally start. It is what it is. Everybody's got their own situations going on. So what the what is this? Hold on. Hello? Hotel. Anyway, um, so we get the stream started. I had my links and all that for the stories that I wanted to go over. And I start going over that, and a few minutes later, I'm like, well, I started talking about the uh, personal atmospheric dome um, model that I saw on Globebuster channel. Okay, I'm talking about that. I'm sitting here like moving my hands. I'm trying to explain this thing that I saw, and Bob was talking his way through it on this video that I saw. And the thing is, let me see. The thing is that it's like since I was trying to explain that, and Bob was on the chat. I invite Bob on. I'm like, hey, Bob, you want to come on and explain what's going on here? I'm like, okay, cool. Um, so I shoot him the link, and since I had been on Roxanne's channel uh, before with Rich Lopez, I'm sitting here still, scrambling, trying to just continue to chat about what's going on as far as these different stories and all that. But I'm also trying to continue the flow of information and invite other people along so we can have some sort of conversation because my normal co-host was MIA at that time. So I invited Roxanne and Bob on. So Bob gets on and he's explaining the concept of the atmospheric dome and has the visuals going. Everything was cool, and Roxanne joined in. Um, what I had forgot about, not so much that I wasn't aware, but I had forgot about the idea that there was a little back and forth between Bob and Vegan Warrior on Sunday because Vegan doesn't like the concept of the recent uprising and discussion concerning Tartaria, mud floods, and all that stuff, um, and giants, things like that. Feels like people should just stick to their five senses at all times and continue on like that. It would seem, and that's fine. That's his opinion. That's what he does. Let me see. So on Sunday, Bob had some guests on to chat about Tartaria, mud floods, and all that. So I got a text saying that, not a text, a message on Facebook saying, hey, your boy Vegan, he's been timed out multiple times for being disruptive in the chat on Bob's stream and all that. I just saw that comment and I was like, oh, okay. and went on about my business because I was doing some other stuff at the time. When I got that message, I was in Arkansas. I was with family. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't on YouTube. I wasn't watching anybody's chat on anybody's live stream or anything like that. So I saw it, I acknowledged it, and then moved on. That was about it. So I forgot they had their back and forth and all that, and Bob talked about that and had some things to say to Vegan for a little bit. So Vegan already had the link, so he decided to hop on at the same time. Now, I let the back and forth go on for a little while, but typically, I'm not about all the contention like that, the the yelling and cussing, calling names, the personal stuff. This isn't the place for that. If indeed you want to do that stuff, to each his own. Do your thing. Have fun with that. Do what you do. But this ain't the place for it. And I saw a few minutes from a stream that Vegan did, uh, in the aftermath of what happened last night. And concerning my deletion of the video, that wasn't me trying to self censor. That wasn't me being a coward or anything like that. It's messy, and this isn't the place for that type of mess. All right, the stream, in my opinion, it was a train wreck. I didn't like it, so I took it down. There's been other videos that I put up that I didn't like, and I took those down too. It is what it is. But as far as the idea of censorship that he feels like was going on, or that you feel like was going on, Vegan, the discussion went on, and it went on the way that it went for a while, and I didn't say anything, and I'm just relaxing, and I'm letting y'all do your thing. All right, this isn't the time to be getting caught up in emotions and all that. All right, that's not what I'm here for. But I don't do a lot of panels anyway, because people get their emotions involved and just start snapping off, flying off the handles and whatnot. And I don't deal well with that, honestly. And anybody, if anybody thinks that they are going to hop on my platform talking over me, excuse me, yelling over me while I'm trying to talk to them, and think that they're not going to get muted, you got me messed up. You got me all messed up. I'm sitting here trying to explain the fact that um I'm trying to explain my interpretation of what Bob's saying. He's screaming at me saying I'm speaking for him. Well, I'm like, no, I'm giving my interpretation of what he's talking about. Is that okay? Can I do that? Oh no, you're gonna talk about me or talk over me while I'm doing that. All right, mute. Deal with it. It is what it is. But nah, it ain't nah. That's all that is. Do we got do we got beef? I don't think so. I'm not beefing with anybody. That ain't my thing. Ain't no time for that. All right. I don't think this is something that's going to completely derail the movement, honestly. Personally, I'm over it. you know, I got two videos up concerning mud floods in Tartaria, and that was because I brought somebody else on to talk about it because I found it interesting. Bob said the same thing. He found it interesting, so he had some people over it on his channel. We're grown. We're adults here. We can make our own decisions as to what we find interesting. Period. Period. I'm just saying. It's like I'm saying everybody's got their own platform. Everybody's got their own you know, channel where they can discuss whatever they want to discuss. Everybody. Everybody in the chat, you got your channel, you can upload a video about whatever you want to talk about, whatever topic it might be. But it's okay. But yeah, the whole idea of coming on here, screaming and all that, yeah, this isn't the place for that. Oh, besides, I kind of got my own stuff to worry about. While all this stuff is going on still, in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, by the way, there's a snowstorm. Oh, you want to see the aftermath of the snowstorm? Here we go. Here's how I roll. This is what I'm dealing with. How y'all doing out here? Huh? You think I got time to be worried about somebody's little beef? Think I got time to be concerned about that? Daggone 5 inches of snow, man. Like, seriously? It's crazy out here. And I'm supposed to let somebody be fussing at me, yelling about some stuff that I ain't even got nothing to do with. We squared this away a while ago. What's gonna derail the movement? What, one guy? What, another idea? Well, it's like we always have this situation, for whatever reason, saying, oh, this person's making flat earth look crazy. This person's making flat earth look stupid. Oh, this person's gonna derail the movement. Oh my God. At what point? Like, this is what's been going on like the last 3 years or so. There's always some situation where something comes up and people are freaking out saying, oh, this is going to make flat earth look crazy. Oh, this person's going to derail the movement. This person's a shill. Oh, they're trying to throw us off track. None of it's happened yet. Has it happened? Has it happened yet? Has anything derailed the movement? Has any one person thrown everything off? Absolutely not. No one person can derail this thing. No one concept can derail this thing. All the drama and stuff, that can derail. That can distract. Letting emotions get involved. These little personal ideologies. Come on now. That type of stuff can derail the movement or be a distraction. I'm saying, like, nothing's going to throw this thing off. None of it. None of it. This thing will not be stopped. So many more people are getting involved in this every single day. And there's not one person, there's not one concept, there's not one idea, one event that goes bad. There's not one article, one story, one publication. There's not one president that can say something stupid. There's not one politician. There's not one aspect of censorship. There's not one aspect of trying to reduce recommendations. None of it is going to stop this movement. None of it. We're fine. That's why I don't trip about this drama stuff. Oh, this person's a shill. They're still not going to stop it. Oh, this person's trying to derail this. They're still not going to stop it. It does not matter. Well, if you don't call it out, you're a shill too. What? Get a life. Get real. Freaking thought police over here. Can people not do what they're going to do? It is not up to every single person to sit here and be called, oh, this person's a shill, this person's an agent. Oh, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out. What? Get real. People got lives, man. Everybody's got their own ways to go about spreading information about this. But to sit here and think that you can control the way that somebody's going to react, the things that someone's going to discuss on their channel, like, who do you think you are? Anybody? Like, who what authority do you have over what anybody puts out on their channel? I can start making videos about ice skating. I can set up I can go look, call up some people, I don't know, and have a snowball fight on my channel and just set the phone up on my van and be like, hey, bam, we could be out here throwing snowballs at each other for an hour. And since this is my channel, that's what I can do. Anybody can do whatever they want to do on their channel. Anybody can talk about whatever they want to talk about on their channel. Deal with it. Jeez. Like I don't know where people get off thinking that they can control what somebody else talks about or what somebody finds to be interesting. Like what? Doesn't make any sense. Seriously. People come around me, hey, why don't you talk about this? Oh, you gatekeeping? Gatekeeping? Fool, I'm trying to live. What are you talking about? My freaking heat ain't working. It's like 20 something degrees out here, man. What? Gatekeeping? I don't got time to gatekeep. I'm trying to keep my hands warm. Knucklehead. Golly. These people, man. I promise. Like, what? When do I gatekeep? When do I gatekeep? At what point do I say, oh, these people shouldn't be talking about that? I don't do that to anybody about anything. I'm like, talk about what you're going to talk about. Real recognizes real. These are grown, rational thinking individuals in this whole community. So people are going to be able to figure out what's real, what's not. People are going to be able to decipher what they dude, it's like a buffet. You don't eat everything at the freaking buffet. You grab what you want and you leave the rest on the table. Period. Period. You know, at what point does everybody absorb everything that's being put out? It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. So to think that one concept is just gonna like throw everything off track, I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, that's yeah, smorgasbord. That's about it. Let me see. All right, flat Earth data's putting numbers in the thing. Okay. Everything's 33. Some way or another, you can turn everything into 33. So just whatever, man. You know, some way or another. But it's just anyway. Things will move on. Time will tell. We're all fine. Let me see. Appreciate it. All right, thanks. All right, Matt, Matt include. Appreciate you. I thank you. I really do appreciate it. Oh no, I'm fine. It's not really that bad out here. It was like low 20s a little while ago. Later on today, I think the low today is like 15 degrees or so, something like that. But it's all good. I'm probably just gonna head back over, plug in, be at the unit, um, had a heat running and all that. I'm cool. I got food in here. I got water. I'm chilling. You know, and probably go by the gym, get a quick workout in. But man, one more time, let me show you. One more time, let me show you what's going on out here. Oh man, there was a dude out here with a little mini dozer. Out here with a little mini. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, hold up. Yeah, that's the game right here. Walking in the winter wonderland. Yeah. Just trying to figure these things out, folks. I'm sitting over here. Folks is screaming and whatnot. I'm like, all right, what am I doing next? What am I about to do? I'm saying I had to find a little tree to park under last night, man. I'm like, all right, let me go on and hunker down. relax for a little bit. I didn't know it was going to snow like this. And it's supposed to be snowing again on Monday and Tuesday, I believe. It's supposed to be getting real cold tonight, below freezing, well below freezing. So the roads are going to be crap. So, you know, I know it's not Colorado, Bob, but, it's still kind of messed up out here. Uh, Here, look how deep that is. Yeah. Ah, it's all good. It's all good though. You good? I'm a soldier, got mine. Shoot. Yeah, I think I'll go on and. Woo. Now my hand's frozen. Get this snow off my shoes real quick. Man. But yeah. Anyway, I'm not mad at anybody. I didn't listen to too much of that stream. I'm not really tripping. Um, I don't know. Maybe me and V gonna talk again. Maybe not. I don't know. But I'm willing to chat. It's all good. I'm not really, not really too upset at all because I'm too cold to be upset. Or is it too cool to be upset? Yeah, I'm too cool to be upset, man. I'm not worried about that. You know, I'm not. I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. When stuff gets out of hand, people have disagreements. It's all good. And I was just thinking yesterday. I was just thinking yesterday, like, man, it's kind of quiet in the community. There's not a whole lot going on, you know. Usually there's some stuff going on. Like, nah, I was thinking it was nice and quiet, and then go ahead and manifest some stuff, manifest some stuff. Then, but it's all good. I don't know. Keep these hands warm. But look here. Let me see. Leader's like, what happened? Well, you're gonna have to go back. All right. Well, okay. Well, if I'm a fool and he's done with fools, then it's whatever, man. It's all good. You know, I'll I'll, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. You know. Um, yeah, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. It's not that bad out here. Not that bad in here, but it's all good. Can I give a little tour of my van? No, it's not clean in here. Not right now. Hold up. Nah, it is not organized in this joint right now. Not at all. I don't want to show you how junky it is in here right now. It's hard to keep this joint clean when it's cold. I can tell you that. It's a little not as nice trying to move around. But yeah, it's not as organized right now. I can tell you that. Um, Says, have I watched Behind the Curve? Yeah, I watched Behind the Curve. Um, there was some points that I didn't like. Um, I mean, some points that I did, some that was all right, but it's all good. Like I said, there's been so many hit pieces done on flat Earth and on people in the community. There's been so many articles written trying to have us look crazy or look like we're dumb or we're anti-science. That's not even the case. We're anti-pseudoscience. We're against that stuff that can't be tested, can't be proven, and all that. Like the whole idea of enclosed system next to a vacuum. That doesn't work. That makes no sense. Thank you. No voter ID. Sure appreciate you. No, I'm not married. Um um but yeah, we're not anti-science. We're anti-pseudoscience. We don't deal well with that stuff. And it kind of bugs me that the scientific community or the mainstream community says, "Hey, by the way, Those flat earthers, they're just rejecting all science. Well, they need to stop using their TVs and cell phones, stop driving cars, don't do this, don't, your laptop, your computer, you need to put all that away because you're anti-science and science made all that stuff. We're not against the science that actually works. We're not against science that can actually be applied to life and that can be used. We're against science that can't be proven. That whole idea of gravity, two masses being attracted and all that. No, I could take a little BB and I could take a bowling ball and I could sit the little BB next to the bowling ball. The BB's gonna stay still. Period. Like what? That's not happening. Why? Why? The bowling ball. Oh, you got to get. If I could get something like 10 times the size of a bowling ball and say a little buckshot pellet right next to it, and the pellet's gonna stay right next to it. It's not gonna move closer. Or I could sit the thing on top of the large spherical thing, whatever it might be, and let it just sit there. And then I could move it to the side and then let it go, and it's just gonna fall off. Well, gee, what happened? What happened? Why didn't it stick? Oh, the gravity of this large boulder couldn't hold this little BB next to it. Why not? Why wasn't the BB drawn to the mass of this huge boulder? It's BS, man. That's the stuff that we don't respect. That old nonsense. We don't. No, we're not with that. Come on, man. Yeah, everything's being attracted to the center of mass. Only on a planetary level, huh? Only something that you can't actually substantiate for yourself. Only something that you can't demonstrate for yourself. Wow, that's cute. That's real cute. I guess that's my way of saying, yeah, that's stupid. That's cute. That means that's stupid. That's real stupid. No, if you drop your phone, that's because it's being pulled towards the center of mass. There's an up, there's a down. We know that. There's an absolute up, absolute down. That whole idea of we're relative out in space and everything's being pulled towards the ground, that's nonsense because my van is like 3,500 pounds. And if gravity's strong enough to hold it at this crazy angle in Washington, I'm at like a 45-degree angle out in Washington. I'm not standing up straight in Washington according to the globe. Okay, I'm on the ball and I'm actually tilted like this. Here. This is how I am in Washington. Something like that. This is how I am in Washington. Maybe it's the other way. Here, let's try that. There you go. This is how I am in Washington right now. I'm gonna just start recording like that because this is about the angle where I am on the globe. But gravity's keeping me from flying off into space. and that's how this whole thing works. But since gravity's keeping me from flying off into space, it's weird that gravity's holding me at this crazy angle in my van, but then I can get out of this heavy van and just walk around like it ain't nothing. So it's holding this 3,500 pound van to the ground from flying off into space, but I can just get out and walk around like it's nothing. Oh yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Like seriously. Let's do that, everybody. When you do your videos, just keep it at an angle, whatever angle you might be on the globe. If you're in Australia, have your camera upside down. Jeez. That's the stuff that we reject. Anti-science. We're not anti-science, for crying out loud. But nothing's going to derail the movement, man. Nothing's going to throw this thing off. No one person can do it. No one anything can do it. Molly Lassiter says, I'd rather be crazy and right than just believe BS that some strangers say. Absolutely. Absolutely true, Molly. Thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, we're not crazy. Society has been brainwashed en masse. And we're the ones who broke the programming, so they think we're crazy. We know it's not. We know it's not like that. We know it's not a globe. We know it's not spinning. You know, we know that there's There's more going on than us just being slaves to the dollar, that we didn't come out from some godless Big Bang explosion billions of years ago. We exercise common sense to tell us what's really going on here. We know that the stars, the heavenly bodies, the luminaries, we know that those things are moving, and that it's not us spinning around. That's ridiculous. I was just thinking the other day, like, you could be sitting in a room and have a ceiling fan going. Like I'm just thinking about other ways to mess with globe believers. Like, if I'm in a room with some globe believers, I'll be like, hey, so isn't that funny how this whole room's spinning around all fast and the ceiling fan is standing still? No, the ceiling fan's moving. No, no, actually the room is spinning and the ceiling fan's sitting still. No, oh, uh-huh. That would think I was crazy if I started saying that. I'd be like, so you think that the sun is sitting still and we're spinning around that, right? Really? Huh? Well, here, let me show you this time lapse. And then I'll pull out my laptop and I'll show them the time lapse of the sun making that 360. They just can't see it because a lot of people haven't even seen a time lapse. A lot of people haven't actually seen a time lapse of the sun going around in that clockwise circuit. A lot of people haven't seen that. But if you show that to them and they actually haven't created such rigidity in their mental, then maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to pick up on that concept. Dang. This dude's driving a plow up the street. Makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. I was just playing with that, just the idea. Sitting in a room and a ceiling fan's moving. Hey, Tina, I see you. But these are the things I come up with just to mess with people, just to mess with people in these conversations, because they try to laugh at us about this stuff. But I mean, at the same time, they're the ones believing a laughable model. You're the one believing that we're rotating around stars. Wait, you think we're moving? We've been seeing the same constellations for all recorded history, and you think we're moving? And we're crazy for saying that we're sitting still? No, it's just that the stars are so far away. How far away? Trillions of miles? Really? So you think that you, with your naked eye, can see a light 1 trillion miles away? What? Come on, man. Why are we seeing a move? Oh no, you're not seeing a move because they're so far away. Okay. Well, you don't believe in satellites? You gotta listen to what they're saying, though. You gotta listen to what they're saying. You gotta believe in satellites. Like, this is a religion, the religion of scientism. The religion of heliocentrism says you have to believe in these things. You don't have to know these things. You have to believe in these things. That's where a lot of this comes from. Flattercore Music, thank you, says you're appreciated. Now go buy a heater. Hate to see you freeze. Thanks, man. But look, man. So that's the thing. It's like you have to believe all this stuff from the globe model. Oh, you don't believe in satellites. So wait a minute. You do believe in satellites? Well, they're up there. Okay, so what do you mean? Well, I've seen them. Oh, you think you've seen satellites? All right. So what you're saying is, when you look in the air and you see an airplane, it looks like a little speck, and the average cruising altitude for an airplane is about 5 miles away. Now, an airplane, ends up looking like a little dot 5 miles away, and you can barely see that. Okay, but a satellite is over 100 miles away and smaller than an airplane, and you think that you can see that with your naked eye? Really? You think so? I'm not saying there's not stuff up there moving. There's definitely some things up there moving for sure. But, however, has it been verified that those are actually satellites? That could be any number of things. That could be stars, wandering stars. It could be some other sort of UFO. I don't know what's going on up there. I've seen things moving up there myself, but I'm not going to sit here and say definitely that they are satellites because I don't know. People can believe that they're satellites, but that's what these folks will say. So you think that you can see something smaller than the size of a bus 100 miles away when an airplane, which is a little bit larger than a bus, appears to be a little dot only about 5 miles away. And they believe it. Good Lord, man. Anyway, I suppose I'll turn this thing on and let me see. Okay, so here, more of this full disclosure. Since this thing since the van doesn't have functioning um, heating all the time, the windows will get get kind of foggy, and because of that, I had to go buy myself a squeegee right before the stream, mind you. These things are on my mind right before I'm setting up, so I gotta like squeegee the inside of this thing if I wake up one morning and there's condensation on the inside of the windows. The wipers work on the outside just fine, but on the inside, um, it gets foggy and I have to like wipe it off, get a towel or something like that if the heat's not working. Shoot, a couple of days ago, I wake up and I got like a little card and I'm scraping ice off the inside of the window because the heat's not working. I need to talk to somebody about this, but I think it's kind of too late to do that. But it's all good, folks. I'm chilling. I'm chilling, literally. But all right. So I'm gonna go, across town, go plug in at the unit or whatever. Try to stay warm. Maybe go hit the gym. Work out, catch a shower, and all that. Ain't no telling. Just get on with my day, do my thing. But end of the day, I'm not beefing with anybody. Don't know what's gonna happen between me and vegan. Um, maybe it'll be on next time. Maybe we'll talk some more. Maybe not. I don't know. But whatever it is. But yeah, uh, you're not about to be screaming at me on my channel. That ain't happening. Especially if I'm just trying to have a talk or make a point and just relax. Because there's no need for all that. And yeah, I will acknowledge that before he got on, that Bob had went on and had the discussion about that and had some things to say to him. So he came in guns blazing, rightfully so, and that's why I let it go on for a while. But when I try to interject, intercede, and try to mediate the situation, and then I'm getting yelled at. I'm like, all right, yeah, we're off the rails right now. We need to kind of pull this in and just relax. And I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, yeah. And Tim Osmond uploaded. Yeah, I'm sure. So it's whatever. I'm sure it's on the internet somewhere. I'm sure somebody grabbed it just the same like when that time IPS and Rick Hummer were on, you know, doing pretty much the same thing, and I took that one down and somebody had it up somewhere else. So how they do that so quickly, I really don't know. But I don't know. These techies out here, man, making these things happen. So if you want to watch the video, it's on one of these troll channels. So anyway, go ahead and hop off of this thing. I want to thank everybody for hanging out for this short spat while I'm venting and all that. And really, screen recording, a bunch of freaking losers, man. Get a life. Anyway, because people don't have anything better to do. Oh wait, did it? Is it? What's going on out here? It looks like is it snowing again? Crap. All right. Well, anyway, I'll chat with y'all later. I got some work to do anyway. I need to uh, got a video that I'd like to work on. I'll talk to my guy Carlos about that. Gonna do some expose about this whole globe deception. Appreciate everybody hanging out. I'm going to get out of here. Be good to each other. Take care of yourself. Stay flat. See you next time. Thank you.